Also giving a special shout out to Hack Ride Studios.
And Oregon to win championship.
Dyer, the freshman, is wrestled down.
Are you not entertained? Today, we talk with our pad. Rooted in substance, not flash.
Hell no.
They're fighting for clicks, we're fighting for win.
Play the game, not the occasion.
Does that all mean something to you?
How many people get to go to work and talk about they love everybody that they get to go work with?
What is happening, motherfuckers? Welcome back to Duck Says Sco. Holy shit, we're real people, we're not cartoons. Did Will unmute? He did! Oh, look at me and my thing is going there. Ah, even my teeth. Oh my god, we're already starting great. How you doing, Will? Yeah. We're just doing this because the season starts next week, and we want to get out all the imperfections this week on Duck Says Sco. What is Duck Says Sco, Will? What are we?
We are a show about Oregon football and how we are going to dominate the landscape.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Who are we, Will? Who are we? What are our, certifications to be Duck fans in this way, as I try to fix my teeth?
Well, we've been to a lot of games. I was front row student section when Kenny Wheaton scored that fateful touchdown. I was hooked either way, but that just made it. It was like mainlining it straight to the dome.
That's right, and we were both part of a fraternity together. You broke my nose and then got me kicked out of said fraternity, which was fun, which was a good time. So we will have stories about that sort of shit too, about our past and stuff. But basically, the football season is here, Will. I literally am a bear now at this age where I just hibernate for multiple months at a time until this day comes, because nothing in life is as fun as this shit. How about you? Is there things that you found in life as fun as football? College football?
Probably not, no. It's always kind of like the double-edged sword, right? Like summer's ending, but football's beginning, so I'm almost like, see you, summer. Get the hell out of here. Let's get some ball going.
We got our mod Bacon Bits in the chat here. We're here. We're quick. Oh, he's from Washington. Hey-o. So that's what we do here. We make fun of Washington. That's basically the point of this show, is to shit on the Trojans in Washington this year. Although USC has a fantastic dental department, I got to say. I go there all the time. It's a work in progress. I'll stick with Sco for now. He's a Notre Dame fan, or supposedly, and I told him, don't be a fan of a team if they don't got a conference. You know? That's sort of the rule. Well, those are the rules I play by. Conference, you can support. You know what I'm saying? Sco. And then we got Valoria7. I like the WNBA. Will, who's your favorite WNBA player?
Sabrina.
Sabrina. That's right. It's baby Sabrina's also the best basketball shoe maybe on the market. I don't know why. Oh, Nike needs to up their shoe game. Obviously, you saw that their profits are down 80% over the last. They're selling off properties in Beaverton. That is not good, Will. Come on. Because that means...
As they're building, too. There's cranes
right.
out.
But the problem is if, Uncle Phil, and it's not tight enough in that will to sort of make sure it's good, a good handoff, you could see a market equity firm coming into Oregon and just being money, 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 and just sucking the dry, So, let's hope we get that worked out. But we're here to talk about the 2026 football season and some of the 2025 football season. And, it's quite the season last year. We didn't quite make it all the way to the finals, and we got smoked to get in front of everyone. Embarrassed. Tail between our legs. I got 1,000 texts ha ha, fuck you. That's sort of how it's been for us as Oregon fans in general. Blazer fans, Duck fans, whatever. That's our life. And
Well,
so
you know what? Another way to look at it is it puts a little chip on your shoulder.
It does. I have broad shoulders. I can hold some chips. And Will over here is 6'5", a mountain of a man, so he can hold some chips. He was the forward on our intramural basketball squad when we were in college, and we made it to the finals. And then I took a dog shit. We really should not smoke that much weed before the night before the game. What were we doing with an 8-footer before the game? Well, that is not smart. We got Wizard, the Board Time Lord, 2865. Ducks win every offseason with their uniforms. We have a segment coming up. If you like fancy styles of duck uniform, we have that here. We have a little bit of everything for you tonight. So you want to get to it, Will? Before we get to it, let me real quickly say a big shout out to the Happy Ending crew. Will?
Your mother.
Guess what you think the Happy Ending crew? Just take a guess.
Does it have to do with Robert Kraft at all?
Oh, hey, he's doing comedy. No, that is our moderators. Those are great crew of moderators. We have on the left to right, we have Delta Zero. Will, this man plays basketball, and he can dominate from three, and he's a big man. And my age. He ran my knees into the ground. I'm still hurting. And then we got Dupa, we have Andrea there in the purple. Her tits are that large. It's amazing. And then we have Dupa Dupa. She's our world traveler, our Indiana Jones. And then we have our Canadian. Yes, I'm sorry, Will, we have a Canadian. It's a penance I'm paying for a previous life. But that's our boy Bacon Bits, who's in the chat. So.
I love Canadians.
The show's over. This is done. This is a terrible idea. I don't want anything to do with you. I've known you 30 years. I can't believe I did that. All right. So check out also while you're here, if you're here after the live, which a lot of people will probably come check us out after the live because, God damn it, why wouldn't you? Make sure you go to hackridestudios.com. That's right. We got 4 shows going right now. We got this one you're currently watching. I got Unboxing Eric. I got an Unboxing Riley finale coming up too. And I got a music show, White Hits, and another Stern show, Cranky Calls. I'm a busy guy, Will. Look at that. I wasn't doing anything for months. I literally was just staring at the wall waiting for ducks to come around. But I got some stuff done. So, and also, if you think about it and you're, if you're kind, go to tiphackride.com. What do you get there? Well, let me show you.
tiphackride.com.
That's right. There might have been a little subliminal messaging in there. Don't know if it's legal. Don't care. If it works, amazing. But do we have some? I think we might. No, we don't have it yet. But when we do, I will show them. Will, I think we might have one here. Hold on one second.
My dollars are sticky for the ducks. Esco ducks.
There we go.
Yes. Her dollars are sticky for the ducks. Will, what do you think about older ladies doing porn?
You know what? I think everyone has a right to get some loving, whether it's on camera or behind closed
Hand
doors.
check. All right, just that was slow. Did you see that, guys? That was delayed.
Had to adjust a little bit.
Yeah, no, it's okay. I think we got one more here. Thank you so much, Anonymous. And
if the Ducks don't win it all this year, I'm going to fly to Venice Beach and break all your fingers.
That is a threat from a 30-inch man who's dead for 15 years. Will take it seriously.
Okay.
I mean, he has men that he can call, and he will say, you know what to do. And then they will do nothing except laugh at him and call a radio show and make fun of him. So watch out. But thank you very much, anonymous super tippers. And you can go to tiphackride.com and do that yourself. That Eric sounded pretty good, I got to say. So that's fun. Will, are you ready to watch some shit? Are you ready to be sad? It's the duck season. Will, are you ready to be sad? Are you ready to cry? Are you ready to break down? And for a different reason. Answer the question. I ask, these aren't, okay.
Yeah, no. I mean,
you know what it means,
I
Will?
love to cry. I love to cry.
First quarter started. That's right. We start the first quarter with a little Dolly. That's right. America's died, everyone. Dolly Parton. We know Dolly, right? She was a big-titted American treasure. But did you know, Will, that Dolly Parton wrote a song called Eugene, Oregon? Did you know that?
I did not.
You did not? How did you not know this? All right, everyone, you want to see Dolly Parton talking about her love of Eugene, Oregon, where the great Oregon Ducks live and play and work. Look at those tits. You don't get tit talk like this on other duck shows, let me tell you.
You told me that you wrote a song about Eugene, Oregon.
Yeah, I did.
I really want to hear about that.
When I found out that you was from Portland, years ago, when I was working with Porter, we had been on a tour. Porter Wagner, I'm sorry, I just assumed everybody linked us together. Anyway, we used to do a lot of duet songs, and I traveled with his show for a long time, and away from home. That I got sick. I was bad sick. It was in the dead of winter, and I was the only girl on the road, and I didn't really want anybody to have to take care of me. I was kind of embarrassed for...
Alone on the road in the Willamette Valley. The story writes itself. Well, some duck piped the shit out of Dolly, and she wrote a song about the city. God damn you. Rennies or Taylors, you did good. You did good.
You know, when you're sick, you don't like people to see you sick. And so I was just kind of laid up on the bus for about 4 days, and I was so sick and run down and weak, and I just missed all the shows, and Porter would go out and say that I was sick, and you know, which that bothered me too, for people to think that I was in their town and couldn't come out. And so this one night we were in Eugene, Oregon, and Coat of Many Colors was a pretty big record then. And so I told Porter, I said, I want to start seeing if I can get dressed today, and I'm going to go out on stage tonight.
Lazy bitch.
So I went out on stage.
Honey, I don't know if I can get dressed today. I should not speak ill of the beautiful titted dead. I am sorry.
And I was so weak that when I came out, he had told him that
I need someone from Eugene to save me, Will.
Sick, but I wanted to come out, and so I got a standing ovation. And so I started to sing "Coat of Many Colors," and they stood up again, and I just started crying because I was so touched by it, and it was like a friend from home or something. And so that night after the show, I wrote a song, and it said something about Eugene, Oregon. I'll remember you for the rest of my life. I won't.
Big Dig Pete, thank you for digging a hole I didn't know would exist. God bless Oregon.
I won't forget how good you've been to me, and I won't be forgetting all the kindness that you showed to a homesick country girl a long, long way from Tennessee. And it says, tired and weary and feeling low, and among strange people I didn't know.
And I'm ready to blow.
A long, long way from home and a long time gone. But Eugene, Oregon, you were kind. The love you gave was genuine. You gave me inspiration and the strength to carry on.
That's beautiful.
And it goes on into, the only way I could thank you was to sit down and write you this song.
That's lovely. I had never, I've never heard it, and I'm very surprised and
By the way, it's a banger. Like, go listen to the song. It's a good song. It's something that you could definitely cut up and remix into, like, with hip-hop beats and make it fucking something cool. I'm just saying. I am for hire, Oregon media team. I'm just saying.
That Oregon people are like that.
Now I'm about to cry again.
What does that mean? We're like that. How dare you, racist. You're a racist. Anyway, give it up for the great Tits McGee, the greatest Tits McGee of all the McGees. We will never McGee like that McGee had McGee'd. McGee. Beautiful, beautiful lady. Will, what do you think? You gonna bang one out tonight for her? You gonna rub your bed? All right. I have rubbed my bed many times to a Dolly Parton, but let's check on the chat. Who you got first overall on Alpha Pick next year? More Manning, Southern Mother. Go ahead, Will.
Is that even a question?
How many we're getting ahead of ourselves, but over under, how many ducks in the first round?
God,
I'm gonna say 3.5.
Okay, that's pretty good. I'm gonna say 4.5.
Okay, all right. Bob Kraft and Jed York are the happy ending crew. Yes, they are. But they're the ones that, if you can get away with it, why not? The great Donna G stopping by to say hello. Well, she is a Disney princess. It's come to say hello. So say hello.
Oh,
hello.
How you doing?
Yeah, she's better than us. So.
Okay.
She like birds and chipmunks fly around her, and she walks around us for some reason. I don't know. Hamilton Burger 6440. Bring back the Trek show. Well, there's a story there, but I'm not going to tell it because it's too long and boring. And we have other long, boring things to get into. The great Dupa Dupa, another one of our happy ending crew, the Indiana Jones of our posse, checking in. And they're saying hello. And we are at the end of chat. But look, I did it, people. I did it. I did chat. Look at me. But I think we have one more here to play. Ooh, it's from Donna G. Oh, Casey. Oh, Donna.
Which Disney princess was she?
Donna. Whichever one you want. She brings all the wigs. It's a good night.
Oh.
Yeah. And so Will, that was a little bit of Dolly, but I think it's time. Thank you so much, Donna G. Thank you guys for donating. That is very kind of you to the cause. Will, big news for you. You get half that money. Good job. Congratulations. You did it. You're to the big times now. He's a podcaster, people. You did it. It's funny. I finally realized those are my tattoos that are going away.
Yeah.
The green screen. I don't know how I can stop that. All right. Let's get to what happened in 2025, Will. 2025 was a year of hope, a year of youngsters, right? Like, that was really, to me, the story of the year. It was a bunch of freshmen, sophomores got playing time, so we weren't going to see championship football necessarily. But let's take a look at last year, the year 2025. How we loved it so. Well, I can tell you, Bitcoin, it was at one point at $90,000 in this year. Can you believe it? Oh my God. All right, so here's the 2025 Ducks football. Big games were the Montana State game, the Penn State game. Those two red Indiana losses, let's not look at those. The SC win, the Washington win, the JMC first round, which was, again, abomination that we have to play JMC in the first round, but whatever. And then Texas Tech, we showed the college football committee what sort of bitches they were for putting us against JMC. Thank you very much. And then we got our asses handed to us by Signetti, and he pointed at us and made us eat our own poo. And so that was the season, roughly. Also, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that's right, 7, if I'm counting correctly, NFL draftees. And where we fell short, only regular season lost again to Indiana. Basically over the last 3 seasons, the only teams that we have lost to have played in the finals: Washington, Ohio State, and Indiana. That's it. Those are the 5 losses in the last 3 years for Lanning, and all those teams played in the fucking championship game. 2 of them won the championship. Will, we've been knocking at the door. Is it our time?
I believe so.
That's what I want to hear. But also, it was the year of Dante Moore, right? Like, this highly touted guy that came to Oregon and then left Oregon to go to play with Chip Kelly because he thought that's what he liked about Oregon, and then realized, no, it's the fucking Northwestern pussy that he likes about Oregon. So he comes back up, and he rightfully takes the role. Starting quarterback last year, sat behind Dylan Gabriel, which is almost a crime now. I remember you saying at the time, tell them what you told me about Dante Moore sitting behind Dylan Gabriel.
Well, I think it was smart because Dante Moore obviously has a very good head on his shoulders, and he's got good people around him. He's also extremely much more talented than Dylan Gabriel.
He's extremely much more? Wow.
Well, yeah, it's a double entendre right there. It served him well, And I mean, we were undefeated, ranked number 1, with Dylan Gabriel. So
you can't take him out. How do you take him out at that point?
Yeah.
That was the real problem. How do you take the guy, your quarterback? You have a guy that's out there that's leading your team, taking you on a championship run, and you look on the bench and you have fucking Tom Brady. And you're like, well, if we put Tom Brady in, that's good for Tom Brady, but that might fuck up the chemistry of the whole team. So you can kind of see, and especially with coordinators on their possible way out the next year that are already probably eyeing the door. I'm talking about you, OC coordinator from last year. I don't even mention his name. Good luck in fucking Kentucky. I hope they eat you when you have a losing season, you bastard. I mean, literally fucking do 1 day of work before a bowl game, you bitch. I have never seen an offense that bad in my life. I'm convinced he checked out. I don't even know what I'm talking. That was 2020. Oh, so in 2025 we also got rid of both our coordinators. No more offensive coordinator that we don't say his name, and also the defensive coordinator Tosh Lupoi, who's a lot better but still kind of deficient. Hopefully Chris Hampton can be the man we thought Tosh Lupoi will be. That's sort of definitely the recruiting has taken a step up with Hampton. Amazing, but can you coach them boys up? You know what I'm saying? And so that is basically, do you have, what else, 2025? Other thoughts?
You had Amari Washington really become a force. Barry Alexander kind of realized how much of a force he could be.
And what about what are your thoughts on the ins
Tatum and Mateo.
Mateo, yeah, for last year.
Mateo led the Big Ten in sacks in 24, and Tatum outplayed him last year. So I think
Tatum was a bull last year.
Those two are really good friends, and I think they're just going to, kind of like De'Ara Hill and Jordan Davidson, they're going to bring the best out of each other.
Yeah.
And then we've got Aiden Breland backup. He'll back up Amari and Bear.
You're starting to sound like Dan Lanning.
Well, we're just so deep. I mean,
No, your voice. You're like, you're starting to sound like Lanning after practice 10 of the fall camp.
Yeah, hey, I've been working hard. I've been getting ready for the season. So
nice. All right, well, that's the season that was. Will 7-1 at home, another key thing, 5-0 away. I mean, Lanning on the road is a fucking assassin. That's not talked about enough. That was a key stat for like Saban and all these other big coaches, was their road wins were always like, what? And we're going to need it this year because we go on the road a bunch. So that was 2025 season. All in all, 13-2, 8-1 in the Big Ten. We didn't have to play in the stupid Big Ten championship game, which I loved. Get rid of that fucking thing, which I think they're trying to. But people, that is the 2025 season. Woo. Why'd I turn into fucking Tom Myers right there? That's the 25 season. He's a comic. You don't need to know the name. Don't worry about it. Looks like we got a super chat here from the beautiful Doopa $10. Good evening, Casey and Will. Sco Ducks, glad you are back. Yes. Sco. Make sure you stick around for in between third and fourth quarter, because here at Sco Ducks, we do a little thing called, what's it called, Will? Shout. That's right. We're going to shout for you tonight. Every week we're going to shout because it is the greatest tradition in all of sport, and we're going to try to siphon off 1% of it for here. So Hamilton Burger with a better question. Were you surprised more didn't declare, Will, after last season?
Again, I think it goes back to him having a good head on his shoulders and
a lot of hair.
A lot of hair, which I love. Rock that shit.
Concussion proof.
Exactly. It's got to help.
Essentially,
it's got to help. No, I mean, I think it shows, it's a testament to the coaching staff and the culture that Dan's built, because all those guys knew that there was still meat on the bone. And to get beat by one team, and granted, they did kick the shit out of us. In the semifinals. But, when
it was men versus it was varsity JV. Oh, let's just be honest. It was varsity JV winning.
Yeah, they were the better team. They beat us twice. I mean, they beat us at Autzen, which doesn't happen.
And we don't play them this year. They are arguably better this year than they were last year. You can make an argument that their quarter is a little more solid, and overall they have transfers and recruits like a big program, not like Indiana. And so I would say that Indiana is actually scary still. How? I don't know, but they keep getting scarier. But I wasn't surprised, because Lanning tends to have know exactly what to say to the money people and then the families. That's who you got to convince. The guy, he's going to listen to the money people and the family, right? Like, so you convince the people that make the decision for the person, because these are 17, 18, 19, 20-year-old kids. They're going to take advice from their family, their church. And, what is that? A bag of $1 million? Okay, I take that advice too. So I think Lanning just understands modern football, recruiting. And that's why I don't think he's an NFL guy. I just think he's put in the right place at the right time. I mean, honestly, he should be in charge of the NCAA, but don't let him have him. I don't want them to have him. You know what I'm saying? But he should be in charge of shit.
The guy probably only sleeps like 3 hours a day. I mean, I don't know. He is constantly on the go, coaching, recruiting, media. I mean, dealing with alumni. I mean, I don't know how the guy does it. I mean, he's like a modern marvel.
Yeah, well, so now we're to the time of the show where we do some explaining. You do some explaining for us. So, Will, can you explain for me a picture that's in the intro? Will, explain this picture.
I mean, that's August 31st, 1997, when I turned 21 years old. That was my 21er.
So that's your 21st birthday. Okay, look at that look on your face.
Yeah.
I have had this picture in my collection of pictures forever, and every time I laugh. Thousands of times I've laughed in my life because of the look on your face when you're getting your 15th shot. I remember. Oh, how I remember. And by the way, the hookah necklaces. We all wore those at the time. What were we thinking?
That's actually not puka shells. They're little beads. And my girlfriend at the time, like I had like a hemp necklace, and then I wore that like right under it.
Oh my God.
It was a pretty badass combination. You can't see the little blue like turquoise pieces in there, but it was pretty badass.
Will, do you remember this night? And how many ladies from the sororities did you bed? Go ahead.
I think I only bedded myself at that point. I remember a certain portion of the night, but I don't remember much after. I probably don't even remember this picture being taken. I mean,
no, congratulations, Will, on making one of the funniest pictures I've ever seen. So thank you for making my enjoyment over the years looking at that. And I will continue to look at it, probably be on a table when I'm dead, when they're like looking at all the pictures of me through my life. I'll somehow sneak that one in there and they'll be like, is he serving him the drink? And that doesn't look like him. Why is that guy so irritated? So anyway, we'll do that segment once a week, and Will or I will tell you a story. Like if you watch the intro, there's a riot in there. There's some funny pictures from our days. There's a picture with me and you and a certain guy named Nick, who later became everyone knows who's watched this channel that Will named Hackride, our friend from college. He named him Hackride because the dude was like, describe it again. What was the energy like of the real? The energy
was unstoppable. I mean, he would come into my room every morning and just sit at the side of my bed. You want to go to breakfast? Want to go 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 breakfast? Until I finally like, yes, fine, but you're buying, and he always did. So, but yeah, tenacious is probably. Oh, thank you.
How do you know? How do they know it's your birthday, Will? Doxed. Is it your birthday today?
No.
Okay, but soon and sometime. Well, happy birthday, because I'm not good at remembering those things.
Yeah, me neither.
More broadly, thoughts on players who declare to win to the NFL training camps having the option return to college, or what we call the Kiffin. We're calling that the Kiffin.
Yeah, I think that's a tough. It's a tough thing because I don't know. From what I've read, the guys they hadn't like signed contracts. They were invited and then had the option to go back to school, which, and then the NCAA came out and said that they're not going to let those guys come back. But it's like, you can't take someone's opportunity to make money away, right?
Not supposed to, but
yeah, I don't know. That thing's up in the air right now. It's going to be interesting what happens, how that unfolds here in the next couple weeks for sure.
Yeah, I definitely, that one is going to be interesting. Same thing. These are the best looking guys in podcasting. Thank you so much. And you are right. Thank you. I mean, that's a low bar, but we'll take it. And yes, someone else was named Hackride. His name was Nick Larson. He was our fraternity brother, a good friend of both of us. And what year did Hacker pass?
2015 or 16, I think. It's been 10 years ago.
Yeah, so, when he passed, I think it was a little time after that, I said, hey, Will, at some point in the future, I want to use that name. I thought it would be for an album or something, I want to keep it alive somehow, just so that we all kind of remember it. And then this opportunity YouTube came up, and I'm like, it's a cool name. Fuck, that energy was really, that energy is perfect for YouTube. So when I came on as Hackride the Demon, I sort of modeled myself after one of the people, Nick. And so I came on and everyone thought I did coke. For 2 years, they're like, this cokehead. And I'm like, oh, shit. So, yeah, I learned how you come out, you're set, sets a precedent. But the last time I think I did coke was at your house in Eugene.
Oh, shit.
You remember that house you had with the weird ceilings that were all weird angled and shit?
Yeah.
Yep, that's the last place I think I did one of those racetracks around there. Of course, that was the 90s, everyone, so we're okay.
Yeah. Statute of limitations is definitely expired on that one.
Oh, we're way beyond that. This is grandkids getting the stories at this point, right? So, all right, well, speaking of which, good segue, good question there. We're going to try this. We may not do this every week, because honestly, I'm not as interested in other NCAA news as I am in the Ducks news. But I think when some of our rivals have terrible off seasons, I think it's time to look at those terrible off seasons and say, hey, who had it worse? Who had it worse in the NCAA? So up first, the great Texas Tech. You know Texas Tech, the people, the team that we beat in the semifinals, right? You remember them, Texas Tech?
We absolutely boat raced. We shut them out.
That's right. All right, Texas Tech, who is one of the most heavily funded. Texas Tech, that's some oil money. That's some deep, old money. But so Texas Tech's quarterback, Brendan Sorsby here, was banned. Oh, no. By the NCAA after admitting he placed at least $90,000 in sports bets, including bets involving his own team. Uh-oh. And then, but a Texas judge temporarily ruled he could still play in 2026. That triggered a huge fight between Texas Tech, the Big 12, other schools, and competitive integrity. The Sorsby ultimately left Texas Tech rather than play, and all the lawsuits are still going on, and Texas was like, oh, Mulligan, no, we got to see this guy here. He's our new quarterback. He hasn't bet on shit. And so that's Texas Tech, and I love to see it. Fuck you, Texas. Huh?
Yeah.
All right, give it up for fucking Texas. All right, and up next, our boy, our favorite seven-toed coach. You know who that is, Will? Who's our favorite seven-toed coach?
Jedd Fisch has 7 toes?
No, it's Deion Sanders. That's right.
Have
the
you
fucking big mouth from the mountain who can't fucking score 20 points in a game without his sons on the team throwing 3 fucking interceptions a game and breaking his spine against the Oregon defense. Hey-o!
Have you seen the Depends commercial with him in it?
No, but I am going to bookmark that thought because that's amazing. He shits himself daily. So a sheriff deputy showed up to this motherfucker's practice trying to serve him with a subpoena because he has to testify in his son Shiloh's bankruptcy case. There's his idiot son Shiloh. I'm going to beat the Ducks. I'm going to break your spines. And he goes to the hospital that night because we actually broke his spine. And so it's over $12 million over an assault when Shiloh was in high school. This kid was so entitled he beat a security guard to the inch of his life, and he owes the family $12 million. The drama that Deion was suddenly unavailable, it looked like the school was actually shielding him because they wouldn't let reporters in. They wouldn't let anyone in. Closed practice. Why? Because Deion's getting served. And so the whole legal circus landed right before the season, although the sheriff later said Colorado staff were cooperating, blah, blah. Dion's lawyer accepted the papers. Deion Sanders, you're a little bitch. You're a little bitch. Oh, I love it. I love it. And then, of course, let's get to little bro, I guess. I don't know who's little bro now. Oregon State was little bro. But we got Washington now here. So Washington, at the end of last season, players can leave. Right, Will? That's sort of a thing. Players I'm going to bug off. Well, their quarterback, Demond Williams Jr., was like, hey, peace. I'm going to go play for LSU or a school that's going to pay me $5 million, not your paltry $250,000. What happened? Well, he got paid $4.5 million from Washington to stay and almost immediately announced he wanted the transfer portal after another program reportedly waived even more money at him, causing Washington basically to scream, you signed the fucking contract. So essentially, he took the Washington contract, went to another team. He's like, can you give me more? And then Washington's like, hey, we're going to sue you. And his own agent dumped him, and his own agent threatened to sue him. And 2 days later, their quarterback, who just transferred schools, came running back to the university and said he got bad advice and he wants to join the Huskies again. The Huskies said, sure. And this is their starting quarterback this year.
Yeah, that's real leadership, right?
Good job. Just Washington. Oh, thank you so much, Jedd Fisch, Jedd, you are giving us an era of Washington football that is made up for the fact that we get beat 90-0 in these college football games. We are the laughingstock of actual play on the field, yet you exist, so we will never be the laughingstock of play on the field. Do you understand how that works, Jedd? Welcome to hell. Its name is Jedd Fisch in Washington, and I love every fucking second of it. All right. Now, to another friend of ours, USC. Now, Will, we are going to the USC game this year. That is right, people. You heard right.
September 26th.
That's right, Will, and I have a story later that will chap your hide about that. Okay. But we are going to the USC game. So just keep that in mind here with this story, where USC spent the offseason looking for a football program, a football program, being operated during an electrical fire. More than 40 of their players hit the portal. I think 8 Ducks hit the portal. 40. Lincoln Riley is on his 3rd defensive coordinator in 5 years. And he still doesn't know what defense is. Their top returning receiver had surgery all while Riley is under massive pressure to finally make the playoffs. The booster group at USC is for real. They don't like when you lose, and they will fire your ass. Off the field, they helped put the USC-Notre Dame rivalry on ice, so that doesn't exist either. Good job. Fuck them if they don't got a conference. I actually support USC on that. Right, Bacon? They also settled their racial harassment discrimination lawsuit involving their former athletic department director. Hey, congratulations, you settled that. You paid some people off because he was a sexually harassing racist. Good job, USC. And you even had a freshman join a lawsuit challenging college football's new NIL system. You did, USC. You did it. Also, you're number 15 in the preseason poll. Congratulations. We're going to come up there and smack you with our dicks a whole bunch, Lincoln Riley. This is the one I predict, Will. We are getting Lincoln Riley fired. I want to get Lincoln Riley fired. Dan Lanning, get this motherfucker fired like you get all these coaches fired. Get this one fired. He's a smarmy ass. I see him in the media all the time down here. Fuck you, Lincoln Riley.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan.
I know quarterbacks. Learn defense. It's like half the game.
Yeah. It's pretty important.
It's like I have $50 million and a house in Newport and a collection of visors and no important win ever. All right, finally, the one we were talking about here, LSU, Will. Oh, Lane Kiffin. I'm a little torn here because Lane Kiffin might end up our coach one day. It just might happen. So at Oregon. So I'm going to say this, and also with an asterisk if he becomes our ball coach, because then I love him. But right now, everyone's hating Lane Kiffin because he bailed on Ole Miss while they were literally headed to the college football playoff last year. Took LSU's $91 million and immediately started rating the whole sport like college football was Facebook Marketplace. He went to his old school. He went to every school he's ever been at, and he's like, hey, I still got the number. You want to come over here with his $90 million and his unlimited SEC funding from the NIL. He's even trying to bring guys back from NFL rosters, like we've talked about, to play college again, to the point that the SEC basically had to invent a new rule. Now the Big Ten passed the rule, ACC passed the rule, where if you commit to playing pro, you cannot then come back to college, you pussy bitches. Go play with the big boys. You said you wanted to. And so he's become the perfect villain, tons of money, zero shame, and Lane Kiffin holding the receipts. Oh, Lane, you dirty dog. You dirty dog. If you do that for Oregon, I love it. But
yeah, there's no shame in his game, man.
No, he don't.
Gotta respect him for it, but
he's the anti-Lanning in a way, right? Lanning does it with like heart and like you buy into it. This dude does it with everything but, So he's like, hey, I'm the devil. What do you need? They got that. Go ahead and live up there in the nice weather with breathable air and affordability, and you won't get sliced and diced in the big city. I got Lamborghinis. Like, get over here. So that's Lane Kiffin.
Some Lambos.
Yeah, who may be our coach. So I'm gonna be quiet. But that's the news. Who had it worse? I would say Washington having their quarterback run away from them and then having to accept him back in front of everyone and being cucked by their quarterback. Woo! I don't know.
I mean, if you're the quarterback, the leader of the team, and you bail only to come crawling back, like that is just not a good look.
I'm down, baby. Oh, that's what that is. I am telling you, Will, if we have Jed Fish until I die, I don't need a title. I could trade it. I want a title. I need a chip in my life before we die. But if you tell me, no chip, but Jed Fish forever at Washington, lifetime contract, sign me up today. I don't need that title so badly.
Seven-toed Jed Fish.
Yeah. Vaguely related to Deion, Shedeur Sanders is so terrible at quarterback that the NFL canceled the Pro Bowl just to avoid the possibility that he got invited back. Yes, but that Pro Bowl list of quarterbacks is always goofy because all the good ones are on vacation or playing in the playoffs. So I don't really, if Dylan Gabriel ends up on that, then I'll be a little suspect. But you can see why. Shedeur Sanders is a business, and he sells jerseys. So I can see why for a promotional game or whatever, or the game means nothing. So anyway, Will, I was able to make a shitty AI slap song. Normally I make good AI songs, but Pat McAfee just came out with an album. Did you hear the Pat McAfee album by any chance?
No.
It's awful. But I call it One Generation McAfee because he literally wrote the prompt. You probably never worked with AI music. So there's a prompt. You write Are you,
trying to.
Are you showing us your penis size? There?
No, I'm trying to like do that thing. Anyway.
Oh, it's the L. You gotta make it L. Does it work? No, it doesn't work. I'm fascinated by you doing
it. Blinked. Anyway.
It reminds me of Kids of the Hall and crushing your head. So what were we talking about? Oh, so I wanted to make a one generation prompt for a dumbass song. And so usually I sort of build these songs meticulously over time, but I said, fuck it. Let's do a shitty one. I never get to do a shitty song. So let's do a shitty song. And normally I wouldn't play a shitty song. But Will, I want to say something. I think we're a blue blood. What do you think about that?
Yeah, we are.
Enjoy Blue Bloods, everyone. Not so bad.
Blue blood. The Big Ten is running scared. Blue blood. Organ is in your nightmare. Blue blood.
See, Will, they have blue blood. They're bleeding blue.
Yeah,
you see?
All right. I see that, yeah.
You get the joke, and then there's ducks in they're playing. That's right, baby. They don't like to call us blue bloods, but we are blue bloods to the point where we will make a one-generation prompt AI song because we're too lazy to make anything more significant or better. Will, what are your thoughts on blue blood? Is it a hit?
Believe, we are, yeah. I think it is a hit. I'm going to sing it tonight while I'm thinking about Dolly Parton. But
no, it's not going to be Dolly Parton you're going to think about, Will. You know who you are going to think about?
Oh, that's Blue Balls, sorry.
Yeah, it's Blue Balls. You know who you are going to think about? Michelle. That's right, people. It's Michelle time. And it's time for Michelle's Hot Take. That's right, the hottest, smartest, sexiest college football lady on the internet. Michelle4040 on Twitter. Check her out. And let's hear her take on the Oregon Ducks. Guys, her eyes are up here.
Here's how I rank them. Oregon, #1. I think they're the best.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this. I'm gonna have to rub my bed to this tonight. Will just put the iPad
She just took
down.
over my #1 slot.
Yeah, just the camera angle.
Best team in the Big Ten. I think they're the best team in the country. I think they're going to win it all. I know I said that last year about Penn State. The difference is Oregon is coached by Dan.
Oh, those buttons are fighting. Those buttons are fighting a battle that they know they're gonna lose. Will, they're hanging on. They're hanging on to a cliff. It's a cliffhanger, and they're just mismatched. Oh, she's so sloppy. Oh, you know what you're doing, Michelle. You know what you're doing.
Not James Franklin. They just don't shit the bed to the same degree that Penn State did. At least not this season, I don't think. Look, they did lose both coordinators. Dan Lanning has elevated from within. He's really been
some of us are highly elevated right
successful doing that in the past. I think this year will be no exception. But honestly, there is so much talent on this roster that
so much talent.
I am not sure it matters. Beginning, of course, with quarterback Dante Moore, who could have gone to the NFL last season, probably would have been the second QB off the board, and instead is coming back to Eugene. He is backed up by Dylan Raiola, experienced quarterback from Nebraska. I usually don't
tell me about Dylan
remark
Raiola
on the backups as an asset, except
I
in this situation. I think because Raiola is so capable, it gives Oregon an opportunity to be a little bit more bold in its play calling with Moore, maybe take some additional risks it wouldn't otherwise take without a really experienced backup like Raiola waiting in the wings in case of.
Oh yes, the hand motions, which makes the body gyrate. There's a lot of chef's kiss in this. Will, how you doing? Hand check. All right.
Emergency.
We should do a hand check. You got to make the O.
Moore has a ton of weapons as well. Last year, Evan Stewart got hurt before the season.
And her Michiganness. Hurt? Oh, I love it.
Season started.
Accent.
It gave DeCorian Moore an opportunity to step up maybe earlier than expected and get some great experience.
Has anyone heard anything she said? I have. I've watched this many times. DeCorian Moore or Anna. That's the thing, Will. If you watch this on mute, it's really good. It's not, or I mean, if you don't see her, it's very good.
Yeah, she knows what she's talking about for sure.
Yeah, like
she's legit.
How is like where you at? Fox Sundays, where you at? Big Ten Network, where you at?
He returns this year with all that experience, but also with Evan Stewart back. That's huge. And
that means she's got a dirty past or something. Oh, it's just, things in my past. I can't get these jobs. I spent those years on OnlyFans. They won't hire me. Oh, please send me the private link.
McClellan, just 3.
I'm being a little pervy about this. I'm sorry. She's very good. Let's calm down.
Exceptional wide receiver targets. Now, I know they lost Kenyon Sadiq, and that would be a pretty notable loss, except they have Jamari Johnson at tight end just ready to step up. I think the expectations for him are as high, if not higher.
And then the guy they got behind Jamari Johnson, the expectations for him are even higher. This run of tight ends.
Harrison.
Yeah, this run of tight ends at Oregon, I haven't seen anything like it since, I'm trying to think of another college position, maybe end at Miami from 2011 to 2016, where it was Warren Sapp. It's just a bunch of dudes in a row that all went pro. They're you can't really think of just a position other than Oregon quarterback where it's almost a lock, a guarantee, make it to the second contract in the NFL.
Yeah, and Andrew Oleg too. I mean, he came from Penn State. He was, I think, the number 2 tight end in the country last year coming out of high school. Didn't play for him. So, he's 6'6", 250. I mean,
the tight end room is insane.
Yeah, the tight end room is,
Speaking of tight ends, let's get back to Michelle.
And what we saw out of Sadiq. Oregon, in any event, is just really good at developing tight ends.
They're really good.
Defensively, Oregon should be as good as they are offensively, which is to say really, really freaking good. They probably have the best front seven in the country.
The word from camp is that the offense was winning the first amount of camps, and now the defense is just dominating. They say the defense is locked in a way that's scary. These are words I like. Well, these are when people say these things, I'm a happy man. So hopefully that's true.
Yeah, and Devin Jackson has looked really good. He kind of came in with a lot of fanfare and didn't really live up to the hype the last couple of years. And, Jerry Mixon took over for him last year. And, so he had a chip on his shoulder. And, this is it for him. If he wants to go play pro ball, he's got to make some cash. And, he's got to bring it on the field. So, and he's also the fastest guy. 24 mile an hour or something.
Can you tell that we watched the same Ducks show? Fastest 24 miles an hour. He's amazing. He's a freak.
Uyanglele coming back. The secondary is really experienced and returning as well, and they just...
if a quarter just came out of nowhere and went right down there, it would just be the most perfect internet video of all time.
Went out into the portal and plucked Koi Parrish, All-American from Minnesota at safety, to just add to the mix. He is going to be so disruptive.
Talking about Koi Parrish,
baby. I see a lot of weaknesses or vulnerabilities with this Oregon team.
It's one of those teams where it's maybe injury will be the weakness, but injury only just lets up another monster that's waiting to fucking eat. And so it really is one of those Georgia teams from the early 2019 to 2021 where Lanning was there, where 10 people can go down and you still got guys out there that can functionally beat you. Oregon's fourth quarterback can beat a lot of teams' second quarterback,
Won it all.
Oh, yeah.
In part because they are not playing Indiana.
That's right. She nailed it there. She knows us. Woo. Smart and funny. And if you ever get single, you get over to LA. We'll talk football. Football, your balls, my balls, all balls. So, Will, what do you think? Is she right on? She appears to be right on to me.
Yeah, I'd say everything about her is right on for sure.
All right. Well,
she brought up the depth. It's an embarrassment of riches at this point.
All right, we got a picture, Will. So what this is you can actually pay to send a picture, and I look for swastikas and boobs, and if there's none, we put it on the air. That's pretty much the rules. So here's one from Weird Comet, $5. You're using it and can't convince Blind Mike that it's just more of our money for him. Produce my coach. Coach's video remind me of Jerry Banfield. All right, Weird Comment. So, what he's talking about here is every once in a while, I'm like a substitute teacher over at the Blind Mike Project. When Kragers is off being a country star and cooking French onion soup. And I'm not kidding, those are the things the man does. He's a Renaissance man. And I go over there. Well, I got a recipe for you. But I go over there and I help Mike out. And this little program here where you see the voices and you see the pictures and stuff like that, it's a fun little program. And some people like it and some people don't. I have recommended it to the Great Blind Bike many times. And even just like, let's try it once and just see if it's something that you can, get used to. And I don't talk about what people I work with say, but have you seen it on the air? So do deductive reasoning and figure out your own answer. I would love it. I think it would be fun. But it is also, I would like that we don't do it because it's more work and it's annoying sometimes. Especially because I don't really get that many, so it's fun when I go do it. But Blind Mike, it would be like 90 of them, and it would just be a whole other category of things that I'm going to fuck up for him. So, I only like fucking up so many things. Well, it's, there's a limit. But real quick, everyone, get over to Michelle4040 on Twitter. That's where you can find her. She likes running and being a lawyer and just being fantabulous at college football. And so make sure you go follow her. And when you do, tell her the Duck Says Sco sent you, because we were Will was being really pervy and really, really gross. And don't say me. Tell what it was Will that was doing that. But people, you know what time it is. Well, you don't know what time it is because this is our first show. It's
Hey, hey, hey!
hey, hey, hey. That means it's the third quarter, baby. That's right. We are in the third quarter. My God, we've done a lot of Ducks tonight, but it's actually time to do some Ducks news. And so, Will, are you ready for some Oregon Duck news? These are fun because this just kind of goes all over the place, and we just watched some Ducks news, what they've been up to in Japan, some off-season stuff, what they're doing now, and so everyone, some Ducks news. All right, so again, these players came back from the NFL to the NCAA, tried to, and really Dan Lanning was kind of the first to speak out against it, coach-wise, and everyone just kind of lined up behind him. And so, like, all the conferences were like, yeah, let's just listen to Lanning on this. And we have a coach like that now. We have a coach that literally speaks, and we knew this when he put 12 people on the field, obviously, but like the laws change. And so here's him, Lanning, talking about this.
Your thoughts just on guys coming from the NFL back to college? I know you guys aren't really interested in the 5-for-5, but just the state of college athletics right now from every sport just seems like who's eligible. You don't really know. What's your feelings on that?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot of negatives that are involved around this. One, once you go to the NFL, to me, you're in the NFL. You don't get the opportunity to come back. Two, most of us have built our rosters, and you have a limited roster limit now. So if you invited somebody back to your team, that means you're kicking somebody else off your team, right, to match your roster limits. I don't think that's fair to the players that worked all summer, all spring, and put themselves in position to be ready to work for a team. To have somebody come back. But ultimately, it used to be once you had an agent or once you went and did the combine or once you went to all those things qualified as you are no longer an amateur, you're a professional now once you declare for the draft. So to let any of those players come back, fair or unfair to them, it's unfair to the sport. And I think it's unfair to the players that are on current teams, for those guys to be coming back.
Yep. So it's very simple. I have made promise to these kids' parents and them and boosters and NIL, and I have to undo a lot of that to fucking fit this guy I like back on our squad. Like, guys, you're fucking me with the schedule. You're fucking me with the money. Like, quit fucking me is basically what he said. And so he finally, got that out. And now the conferences have passed laws. Go back to the NFL or go to, fry cook at Wendy's or sell insurance or something. You're a professional now. Go. We all had to do it. We didn't have a chance in the NFL.
Sell insurance?
It sucked. Well, I'm not. Insurance is fine, but I'm just saying, like, you have dreams in college. Listen, when we were in the intramural game, we're hoping, like, maybe the coaches are here. Maybe they'll see something in me. We can develop. Come on. You had yourself on playing on a Europe team in your head somewhere for at least 3 years, just to travel around Europe and get a paycheck and play in ball.
For sure.
Yeah, so we all are, that kind of thing. But here's Dante Moore now speaking on his return and how he kept it quiet from Lanning. No one knew if Moore was going to come back.
He had no clue, actually. I didn't tell anybody. Actually, my agent, my
You see what I'm saying about that concussion? No concussions this year. He's concussion proof.
dad was the only people that knew. And then I announced it, and then Coach Landon came pushing through the door and jumps on top of the desk and started screaming. So I think he had a great time.
Oh, we call that a Tom Cruise. A Landing pulled a Tom Cruise, jumped on the desk, and shit all over Scientology and welcome more. So Lanning doing some physical comedy. He was on with Pat McAfee, and he was told something that he wasn't aware of about himself.
Heard you don't zen anymore. That's cool. Good for you. Congratulations.
Hey, congrats, Coach.
That look on his face right there. Okay. So Pat McAfee goes, hey, we were told by someone you don't zin anymore. Lanning's pretty famous for putting a zin in right before going out on the field. And the look on his face right there is one of awe and what are you talking about? I got one right here in my pocket. And then the second thought is, I better not do this on live TV in front of millions of people. So
not going to pull the Baker Mayfield.
He was about to pull it out. Oh, look, he's reaching for it. Look at that look on his face.
I told you that.
Okay.
Beautiful answer. Okay.
I don't know where you heard that. Where'd you hear that?
Oh, I did.
Lanning's red. He just went from peach.
He probably has two in right now.
Yeah, that was what we heard. Okay. Hey, listen, run it back. Listen, we're gonna
all right. Well, you see this little thing behind me and Will, and then right here on this, and all our. This is our new practice facility in Oregon. Ours, as in I own it. No, as a fan of it, I hope to see it one day. But it's Oregon's new practice facility. 10-story high, the biggest practice facility in the world, even including soccer. Think about that. And it's starting to come together, Will. Oh, baby. And the top of it is the O. They designed the top of it, so if you're over it, I mean, you're going to see it's the fucking O. Just the investment, hundreds of millions of dollars. Look at that. And they got 2 new practice fields. So now they got an indoor full field, a second mix indoor-outdoor field with everything attached to it. So they literally are in class watching on a 100-inch TV the thing to do, and then they just walk 2 feet onto the field and run the play. It's so because they only get so many practices, so much time, efficiency is really key in these things. And so
Absolutely.
Lanning literally how do we make this super efficient? How do I make every dollar go towards efficiency, and so they can get every moment out of practice possible? And that's what that facility is. That's why it is where it is. I watched a little thing on it, and I'm like, man, so they'd be able to go from the cold tank to the classroom to the fucking field in seconds. And so normally you can take an hour for everyone to get out there, and you magnify that by your 50 practices that you get, and you've lost 10 practices. And so it's smart.
It's a blessing, man. Like I said, I just got some breaking into those new fields. It's a blessing. Shout out to Uncle Phil and all the donors, those who made it possible. And just being a blessing for us. I'm happy that I'm able to practice on a new field before my last year.
Great poncho right there, the Oregon starting center, and up for the Remington Award.
Should win it in my mind.
But it's good though. I love it.
He is the unquestioned heart and soul of this football team.
I love the new scenery, just being in Austin.
We'd love him as a guest. I mean, I know we are a tiny show with 6 viewers, but I'd love to get some of these guys as guests. We would have fun with them. They're like kids, essentially. So we could talk about music, what they like, what do they think old ladies' pussies look like, and we could tell them what that looks like, because they have for sure have not seen those yet. They are going to be surprised.
Do they really want to know?
I'd just say, I'm going to leave that one alone.
And all year last year, we want to change it up. So it's cool to be back out here on the new field.
Under construction, baby. So that's supposed to be done in 2027, I believe. So next year. I love it. It's beautiful. I want more. When that one's done, we need one 5 times the size of that one. We just keep building them. Never stop. All right. Well, this summer, while all those other programs were shitting the bed, our program was marketing to a whole new country of billions of Asians. What do you think?
A nation,
about that?
yeah. An island nation.
It was, yeah. God bless Nike and Phil Knight. They're like, all right, we'll just be the biggest college brand in the world. You guys can have SEC. Well, we'll take the win. Yeah. And he took some players over with him, more Davison, some others. And so look at. And that right there is a sign they put up everywhere in Japan. I think it's a little racist, honestly. You know, you put Godzilla signs up. Come on, they're people. These are people too. You don't have to identify. That's like just putting.
Why can't Godzilla be in the damn sign?
Well, if they went to Italy and they put up a bunch of pictures with them with the mob, wouldn't that be a little offensive? I mean, it's like, oh, Japan, put a Godzilla up. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm sure it was the Japanese, not us. But
yeah.
We could also put a few nuclear bombs going on. I mean, what else would you want to hear? Put Tom Cruise in there as a samurai. Put all sorts of things. Oh, look at all those future, never gonna be college football players. Damn it! Can we go to Mongolia? Can we go to a country where they have some mass? You know, let's get in those Pacific Islands a little more. It must be so fun to be a college football player. D1 college football player. The irony is Japan, we were always told this as kids. Were you told this, Will, that like Japan was sort of like Portland's sister city? Or
you mean Tokyo?
Tokyo was Portland's sister city. And like we'd have all these influx of tourists all the time, and they'd always say the weather is identical. Like Japan, that part of Japan and Oregon and Portland's like weather was identical. And so it's interesting that we look at Japan there in the background, and that looks like Oregon.
We are very grateful. We have absolutely fallen in love with your country. We hope we can be your favorite team in the U.S.
Yeah, Dante Moore, yeah. Oregon,
Nice.
famous in the States, famous in Japan, yeah.
Thank you.
All right.
So you're looking at the #1 pick in the NFL draft right there.
Yes, sir.
I even think with injury, he's still the #1 pick. All right. Did you see this, Will? DeCorian Moore in practice 2 days ago made an Odell Beckham catch, and they say, oh, this is just sort of normal. But they released the film. So watch closely. This is our wide receiver, y'all. Our sophomore wide receiver. Yeah! Motherfucker! Will, you want to watch that again? I think we should watch our sophomore wide receiver, best receiver in the country, possibly. We got like 3 of them. But DeCorian, the youngster, 5-star from last year. Suck on that, Big Ten. All right. Dads are dads even in football. We know Mateo Uiagalelei. He has 2 sons, Mateo and DJ. DJ, now the backup quarterback, I believe, for the San Diego Chargers. Congratulations to DJ that he got that gig. I think he got the gig.
Almost went to Oregon.
Almost did. Really squandered everywhere he went because I thought he had the physical attributes, just bad coaches, or I don't know what the fuck happened. But went to Oregon State, so I hated him for a while. But his dad is really sort of prominent on Twitter and shit. And this is him getting asked about his dad. And this is sort of a universal thing, I think.
Dante mentioned that he has essentially cut out social media completely. Have you tried to do that, or what are some ways that you as a player try to keep that out?
Yeah. So I'm going to be honest. I feel like the most posts I would see by myself is from my dad. So I didn't follow my dad, but I muted his account. So
he muted his dad.
Young Concrete.
See all his posts. But, I talked to him a lot. So, but just his post.
Also, Mateo is a beat maker. He is a hip hop producer, and his beats are pretty good. I mean, it's like modern hip hop, so I like more boom bop, like 90s hip hop and shit. But it sounds good for modern.
I was like, I don't need to, he's gonna post a lot. It's always been like that, and I'm not mad at him. It helped me get here to where I am today. But just like Dunce.
What's funny is he's walking on eggshells here because he's like, no, everything's good. No. What do I gotta say? What do I gotta say so Dad doesn't text me? Guys, tell me what I have to say right now, so Dad can just leave me alone. I have this Kappa Delta chick that I plan to spend the night in. I don't want to be texting Dad back and forth.
So I don't need to see all that. But yeah, I feel like, and even social media is always trying to stay off. Like not really looking at rankings or none of that.
Yeah, they seem pretty dialed in this year. I've been watching the the greatest media team on the planet, the Oregon Duck media team. Their Under Construction series and their Meet the Flock series are fucking amazing. They're little movies, every single one of them.
Yeah.
And like this team, I've been watching them for 3 years, and every year they're dialed in. This team is different. This team is like this is an NFL team. There's a lot of 25-year-olds on this team. You know what I'm saying? And that happened quick because last year they were the young team. And so with transfers and just how it works with attrition and, people leaving through the portal and getting more senior and fifth-year people in for the portal, it's just all right.
Yeah, I
Playboy.
mean, that's what that's the one thing I've noticed that all the coaches have said preseason is just this is the most player-led team. That they've had since Dan's been here. And I mean, when you've got the talent that we have and those guys are leaders,
Think about it this way. Dan Lanning's worth like $10 million. The players probably all together are worth like $40 million. So yes, it's the players' team now. Like think about that. Like we could buy and sell you, Dan. So you work for us. Dan Lanning works for the players now. That's how it works. That's how modern college works. That's how modern athletics works. Anyway. Playboy Cardi and the Ducks. It's just a fun fan who has put together that when the Ducks get to the finals, Playboy Cardi releases an album.
If there's one thing I'm certain of, it's that Playboy Cardi supports the Oregon Ducks. Go fucking Ducks, go Ducks! Yeah, Playboy Cardi. Yeah, you want to be a Playboy Cardi fan? Be a fan of the Ducks. Yes, trust me. Playboy Cardi is a big fan of the Ducks, and we're winning a natty this year.
Does this guy remind you of Nick? This guy reminded me of Nick. That's why I put it in.
100%.
This was the original hack right in.
It's on par. Playboy Cardi album this year. Oregon Ducks natty this year. Yeah, that's right, bitch.
I mean, that's Nick. So yes, if you're a fan of Playboy Cardi, you're a fan of the Oregon Ducks this year, baby.
Playboy Cardi is not Cardi B.
Oh, Will.
Oh.
Don't be a boomer. Come on, man.
Sorry, dude.
What was the last thing you listened to?
God, last night, Let 'Em Know, T.I.
Okay, so that's like
Ball T.I.
2000s?
No, they're newer songs.
Okay, so T.I. though, he's like 90.
Well, yeah, but he just released a new album.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
I'm pretty sure it's new. It's new to me.
Yeah, we should definitely do a segment where it's called Boomer Will, and I just ask you questions from like current shit, just to see how much you know. Because I'm sort of boomery too. But
I think
all right,
Lucy actually went to is Playboy Cardi? Is he part of like a larger rap contingent group?
Yes, he's part of the Cardi family. It's a rap family.
Okay.
There's Billy, Jamie, Timmy, Lucy, the Cardis. You don't know the Cardis? No. Well, I just made all that up, and that shows you.
I was gonna say.
All right, let's look at some All-Americans, Will. We got Dante up for the Walter Camp Player of the Year award. He's also up for the Johnny Unitas award. Also up for the Heisman, but shh, don't tell no one. You notice how they've been laying back with the Heisman campaign with Dante? Like, they're literally, because they understand, like, he got the hype, we need to back off a little bit, you know?
Yep.
And then we got the Remington, like we said, with Poncho. Fucking man stud right there. And we got the Horning award with Coy Parrish. We'll see how good this guy is. Can he be better than last year's transfer? We'll see. He was pretty good last year. All-American. And then this one was weird because it's the Bolitnikoff award. So we have Johnson there, who is our tight end, but also then we have our Hooks, who's our transfer wide receiver for Bolitnikoff. For the he's not a tight end. Got that one wrong. Whoever put that together. But us in the Ducks world have been talking about it, so it's fun. Also, you got All-American preseason polls. You got, our boy Washington there. You got Coy. You got Finney, maybe the best cornerback in the league, and then you got Dante. Brandon Finney, this year I'm really excited to see. I'm very excited to see what this guy can do on year 2. After an All-American year. Nakeem Offord, Trey McNutt, and then Jet Washington. The list goes on and on. Fucking Iffy, the starter from last year we forget about. Who, by the way, was the guy that was guarding DeCorian Moore when he made that one-handed catch. Pretty close. Face guarded. Nothing you can do there, Iffy.
Yeah.
All right, some questions. We've had them from the chat, but here's one. Will, right now, going into next week's game with Oklahoma State into Stillwater against a team that really wants to beat us, that really wants to prove that they are back.
You mean after Boise State?
I mean after Boise State. Yeah, Boise State's our first game. I'm looking past Boise State.
Okay.
Oklahoma State is kind of the team I'm worried about because Boise State, I think, will play all three quarterbacks. Oklahoma State is the first time we're going to be tested. If Dante goes down, who is QB to go?
I mean, Dylan Raiola, obviously, he's going to be QB2. He's got the experience. He's got the pedigree. He's, started games in the Big Ten for 2 seasons. But I've heard Akili Smith is really making leaps and bounds. He's probably QB3 now. Nothing against Brock Thomas, local kid, love him. But, Akili's legacy, I mean, we played hoops with his dad back in the day,
Yeah.
Tightest spiral I've ever seen. And, I'm actually Eskimo brothers with him too, but that's for a different show.
So your herpes are his herpes. Congratulations, Will. You have famous herpes. Just kidding. I'm not sure if Will has herpes or not. That's a slanderous statement.
Yeah.
I'm sure his wife loves that statement. All right, here's the football poll, Will. Here is the AP poll. Number 2. I'll take it. I actually thought Indiana should be number 2. We should probably be number 3. Indiana's 6. I still think Indiana should be possibly even number 1. I don't think they got worse, Indiana. I think they got better. And they won the title pretty easily last year. So here's the thing that's fucked up about it. Because it's Indiana, they're 6. If that was Ohio State coming off a win last year, they're number 1. So I'm giving Cignetti and Dimbois the first spot. And then I'm going Ohio State because until we beat them. And then Oregon, number 3. Your thoughts, Will?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, Indiana, they did lose a lot, right? But Cignetti's, he's a master of the transfer portal just like Lanning is. I think those guys have it figured out as well as anybody. So, they're definitely going to reload. Last year they had so much more experience than us, even though a lot of them were transfers, especially on their defense. And that just shows that one other year of us all being together and being that unit.
You said unit.
I did say unit.
All right. So, yeah, I think we're in a good spot. I don't like us being this high, but this year doesn't matter to me because last year when we were high, it felt like we're playing with the casino's money a little bit. This year it feels like, man, we got like 30-year-olds on the team. Let's do it. But anyway, here's Joe Klatt's breakdown. He has us against Hold Your Horses, Bacon, the Irish in the finals with the Irish edging out the Ducks. Fuck you, Joe Klatt. Never picks us, Will. Why does Joe Klatt hate us?
He likes us. I just think he's hedging his bets a little bit. Notre Dame's a safer pick,
And here you go. Here is the most miserable fan bases in the country as ranked, all 138 of them. And if you look in there, Oregon, pretty low on the list at 134. That means we are not miserable fan base. That is one thing I can tell you. We are, when you lose, as long as we've lost, and you still show up, and you still love this team the way the Duck fans show up, you're not miserable. That's the one thing we're not. And you look at number 1, Nebraska. Amazing.
Yeah.
And so, you look at those top 10 teams, and it's just, Florida State, miserable. Auburn, Oklahoma State, A&M, miserable. Michigan State, Virginia Tech, all miserable. All these are all miserable. So, yes.
USC at 13.
And then, look, you got Georgia, Ohio State, Alabama, Michigan, and Oregon are like, we're good. we're good. We got solid teams. We spend $40 million a year on football. We're good.
Yeah, and if Michigan hadn't have won it a couple years ago, they'd be higher on the list for sure.
Yeah. Well, that's Ducks news. We got a little more news in a little bit, but what'd you think of Ducks news?
I like that.
Some news.
Yeah,
it's good. All right, now 2026 is here, Will. But first, before we do that, let's check in on the Chizzy. That's what I like to call the chat. O. Hernandez, 1988, ack for the algorithm. Only Eric can keep my attention later. Aw, bye. Aw. That's the wrong one. Well, we'll see you later, O. Hernandez. Yes, we have an Unboxing Eric coming up sometime soon, but an Unboxing Riley before that. Says Dupa said, thank you for coming by. Is that Krager's? That is not Krager's. Oh, I know who you're talking about. No, that was not Krager's. They're Big Ten now, right? No. Notre Dame, if you're talking about them, they're Indiana's Big Ten, if that's what you're talking about. Notre Dame is a piece of shit. They don't have a conference. And if you're talking about Texas or Oklahoma State, no, who the fuck? Yeah, Oklahoma State, they're in the Big 12. Don't know who you're talking about, but I just gave you a whole bunch of them right there. JJ Johnny, shout out DJE. Yes, Will's a big fan of DJ Electra as well. So
she's a good one.
Velour 7, it's new to me. 2026 Boomer Will. Yes, we're gonna have some fun with that, I believe, on this show because I'm an old man too, but I keep myself plugged in because I kind of got to with music being what it is. Old man yelling at cardboard hacker rides avatars are getting more realistic. Yes, and older looking. It's scary as shit. And then Dupa. Thank you. USC fans are miserable. Oh my God, let me tell you about it. They walk out of the stadium if they're down before the game even ends. They walk out after they buy popcorn. They don't even wait for the fucking game. But there is a story about USC coming up that will have Will pissed, and so I like that. That is fun. Thank you, chatters, and a reminder: you go to hackridestudios.com. You can find all my stuff, or if you go to tipHackRide.com, you can give us a little voice tip or an image tip. And I have membership shows too, so all sorts of fun stuff. Will, isn't that fun? And also Patreon, which we will be hosting the shouts on. And what is shout, you might say? Well, you'll find out soon. But Will, before we do anything like that, let's break down the schedule real quick. And that will be so we got I would say it's an easier schedule this year. I don't think it's something that's going to cause us too much problems. We don't play Indiana, essentially. So here's the schedule this year, everyone. All right, so let's take a look, Will. We got Boise State, September 5th. That's our first game. That's next week, next Saturday, at Autzen. It's a W. You got any comments on that? That's really sort of obvious to me.
Listen, Boise State's a great team to play right out the gate. I mean, shit, They almost beat us 2 years ago. That being said, we're so loaded, and they've probably been hurt by the transfer portal versus helped by it. So I think it's going to be a pretty good sized beatdown.
Yeah. So let's check the odds here. Well, let me get those up. Do you see the odds? Okay, there they are. Odds 94.8%. Gonna be. That's probably about right. All right, up next, Oklahoma State. So that's the one I'm more concerned about. September 12th, we go into Stillwater and we try to beat Oklahoma State there. Your thoughts?
They got a new transfer quarterback that's going to be decent. I mean, they're going to put up more of a fight than they did in Eugene. What was that, like 69-3 or something?
So what I want you to do here is give me a percentage of win. You're going to guess the percentage. What is the percentage? I'm just making this game up now. So
okay, I'm saying 91.
91%. All right. For the Oklahoma State game, it is 90.8%. Good job, Will. And he cannot see these. He can't see these. You are pretty good at this sort of stuff. All right. Portland State, this is now little bro. We don't got Oregon State anymore. So, this is literally the in-state rival now. Give me your odds of beating this team and any thoughts on the game.
It's fun for the Portland State kids to play at Autzen Stadium. I just hope no one gets hurt, and I hope that our backups get a ton of run. As far as the percentage goes, 99.3. I don't know.
99% Will hits it. Bullseye again. That one wasn't hard, though. All right. Will, the game we're going to, the game you're coming down to L.A. and sleeping on my floor and having to smell cat shit in the morning, all of this sacrifice. Tell me about the game. What are your thoughts?
Anytime you go to the Coliseum, it's going to be a battle, right?
Yep.
Their offense, Malargo's back.
Mayava?
Jordan
Mayava,
yeah. And he's good. He's a really good quarterback.
Good at UNLV, good last year.
Yeah. Again, I don't see. USC just seems like they're in disarray a little bit still. They've got all this great recruiting classes back to back, but Lincoln Riley's just not a leader of men like Dan is. So, I would be absolutely flabbergasted if we lost this game. That said, it is USC. They are ranked. You never know what can happen on the road. I'm sure there'll be a little bit of home cooking in the Coliseum. So percentage-wise, I'm going to say like 82.
82, and the answer is, 67. That's right. They do not like Oregon's odds as much as you do in the Coliseum, but we'll see. We'll literally see in person. Yep. And so then we get a bye after USC, which is nice. And then we have UCLA at home. Better coach. We got good coaching now in UCLA. And if that coaching can get that quarterback to play, this might be something. This is why you get Coy Parrish. This is why you maybe move Nazir Wyatt to linebacker, this quarterback. Mm-hmm. And so your thoughts on UCLA?
I mean, they're just going to be outgunned. I mean, there's just no other way to say it. We're coming off a bye, so we might start off a little slow. But UCLA does not have a lot of good luck when they come to Autzen. So I'm going to say 91% on that one.
All right, and the answer is 96.7. So even a better. Yeah. So the ESPN likes Oregon versus UCLA better than you do. All right, Nebraska at home. The worst fan base, the saddest fan base on the planet. Go ahead.
Yeah, I've actually seen us beat Nebraska at Autzen. It was pretty good. It's the stomp out cancer game. Again, I think a team that's probably lost more than they've gained from the transfer portal. I'm going to say we're going to crush them. I'm going to say 93.6%.
93.6, and it is 92. We're going to call that a win. Congratulations, Will. You're doing great. Let's go to Illinois. We fly to Illinois. Good team. Bielema can coach him up. He's a solid ball coach. Again, outgunned, I think, is the.
Yeah, I mean, unless we've lost a ton of talent on both sides of the ball at this point, they're not. They're in our league, but they're not in our league. Yeah. Road game. So I'm going to say, I don't know. 89.
89%. And the answer is 85. We're going to count that. We're within the plus-minus margin of error. Congratulations, Will. Northwestern at home. Chip Kelly coming back to Autzen yet again.
Yeah, Chip doesn't really have too much success at Autzen. That was in the Rose Bowl. Yeah, I think we're just going to shellac them. I'm going to say 94%.
94%. We got 96.8. We're going to count it. Good job, Will. All right, let's move through these. Ooh, here it is, Will. Going in to Ohio State, November 7th. Maybe the game of the year in the Big Ten. One of them, for sure. Both these teams could absolutely come to this game.
It has to be the game of the year in the Big Ten.
Well, it depends on what Indiana does. But because Indiana plays Ohio State, too, and Indiana is scary. So let's not forget about them.
You're higher on them than I am.
Well, I did just see them win a fucking championship after being Indiana for 60 years. But okay, so Ohio State, what do you got?
That's a tough one because I don't want to seem like overly confident. But then again, I didn't think we'd beat them last time we played at the Shoe, and we beat them with Anthony Brown. I'm going to say 54% Ducks.
28%. Whoa. ESPN is not liking Oregon at Ohio State. So mark that one down in your betting books, folks. That is the one that might turn the season. Michigan at home in Autzen. New coach, Utah's coach. We love Whittingham. Sorry, when he was with Utah, he was Oregon's second favorite coach all the time, other than our coach. What do we got for Michigan at home?
They're going to play tough, right? Whittingham is just. I respect that guy so much. He's probably not the most innovative out there, but then again, you don't really have to be at all times. I think Bryce Underwood's very overrated at quarterback. I think we're gonna kind of roll. I'll say 89%.
84%. It's pretty good, Will. It's pretty good. All right, Michigan State. 2 left here. Michigan State and Washington. Michigan State in Lansing. They're garbage.
East Lansing. Yeah, they're going to be terrible. I mean, again, it's a road game.
New coach, new quarterback.
I'll say 91%.
93%. Congratulations. And finally, Will, Washington.
I mean, stranger things have happened, but I honestly
It's
think,
home. It's in Autzen, so I mean, and Will, did I tell you their quarterback ran away from them, and then he was kidnapped and brought back to the team against his will? So,
yeah, it's like scramble drill, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I hate to say a lock in a rivalry game like this, but again, I mean, barring major injury, I'm saying like 94%.
89%, we're going to give it to you. It's within the margin of error. That is ESPN always giving fucking Washington too much love. They always do it. But, Will, you were pretty good on that. And then look at that season. It looks like Oregon's really only tests are USC and Ohio State. That's a pretty good schedule, people. We like the schedule in 2026. Going to get us the chip. Going to do it. This is the year we get that chip. And so, cover that up. Will? You know one thing we like at Oregon?
What's that?
We like our gear. We like to look good, right? You're a fan of looking good, right?
Yeah. I mean, I should have shaved today, but...
No, you look a little haggard today, but that's okay. This is just a practice run. And it's 90 degrees, so I didn't even bother putting on a shirt.
Yeah.
So that's how we're rolling today. But we do like our boy, DeAndre McKnight. And DeAndre McKnight is a guy that we both follow on Twitter. He's a designer. He designs now uniforms for other teams, which I don't know if I like. I'm on the fence about this because he was ours and he ran out of ideas for the Ducks because after 10,000, like maybe Texas uniform.
He kind of had
would be
nowhere
fun.
to go, right?
Yeah. I actually don't blame him for that at all. But let's take a look at some costumes. I mean, men's athletic performance wear. Designed by DeAndre McKnight and DMK Designs. None of these exist in real life. These are just fantasies from a man that knows gear. Oh, Will, look at this one. This one. It's a throwback. Reminds me of the early chip days. I'm a fan.
Yeah.
Your thoughts?
Yeah, the darker green, the more matte finish.
Right.
Yeah, I miss those.
This is sponsored by Anal Balm, this segment. When two men love each other and you need to get in there on a what I'm saying is this is a very gay segment. Sorry. We're talking about men's clothes. That's okay. My teeth are green screened. I can't do anything about it. This is a beautiful white and green. I would like to see this, please.
Yep. I like that.
I like these. I don't like the modern Baylor neck thing that they have. I want that to go away.
I do like the wings on the shoulders.
Wings are
kind of like
dude,
Anthony and Marcus, like early days. Yeah.
The Shoe Dog wings were the greatest helmet I've ever seen. And speaking of a great helmet, give us this one. Like a gold inlays with like a 3D in there. Oh, come on. And again, this old school style. Again, reminds me there of, what was his name? The little short quarterback. Mazzoli. Yes. Little Jeremiah Mazzoli looking. And again, a little bit like the Jets, I'd say. Kind of a little like the Jets, but I'd take it. The Eagles had a uniform last year that I swear was a ripoff, and Seattle both had uniforms last year that had to be Duck ripoffs. They look just so much like Duck uniforms. And then all white, baby. What do we call those? What do they call the all white? Stormtroopers. That's it.
But I like that there's actually green and yellow on the number, right? Like
more highlights.
Yeah.
That's what they need to put more highlights. Anyway, those are some DeAndre McKnight designs. Go follow DMK anywhere. Good man, fan of his work, and honestly, Nike, you probably should hire the guy. I mean, I see your stock price. It couldn't hurt. Really couldn't hurt.
I mean, what do they have to risk?
no risks at all on that one. Like, I mean, you got to take big swings to get back in the game. I know they're probably looking for, like, you know, the next Michael Jordan, the next Kobe, you know, that sort of situation. But we have finally come to that time, and I'm excited about it because, you know, we don't. Most normal shows don't do shit like this because, you know, they have family that cares about them. Not us. No, that's right. It is time for Shout. That's right. In between third and fourth quarter for the Oregon Ducks, you know what we do? We sing and dance because we're like that. So fuck off. And here we go. A little shout. Will, you ready for some shout?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
All right. Here we go, baby.
Now wait a minute. You've been so good to me. You've been so good to me. You know you make me wanna lift my head up and throw my head back and come on now, come on now, come on now. A little bit softer now, 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 a little bit louder 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 now.
Oh, yeah, Will, that's how we do it. Between third and fourth quarter of every show, we sweat and show you that we're old.
When I was trying to go low, my left hamstring cramped up so bad.
I almost pulled a muscle in my leg, too. I was like, oh, shit.
I couldn't move anymore. I was like, oh, shit.
That's right. So make sure you check these out. We're going to cut them because that song's copywritten, and we'll put them on Patreon, and you can watch me and Will get injured live on air. Good times. All right. But yes, the fourth quarter shout is something that we'll do every week. So get the family together, and in between the third and fourth quarters of the show, we'll shout, baby. And so, goddamn, that's the funnest thing you could ever experience. And what we want to do is just bring one piece of it to the show. And so if you can ever get to Eugene, Oregon in a cold Saturday night in the fall and you feel like dancing, that is the place to be. Only second, like it is first and then second, jump around is another thing I want to experience. Those two things I got to experience in college football. But anyway, let's get back to some Ducks news, Will, because this one's gonna blow your mind a little bit because it has something to do with us a little bit. All right, let's get the volume up, and here we go. Well, before we do that, I want to say some chats, because I've kind of been putting those off, and people have been dancing. We had people dancing with us, Will, look at that.
There we go, yeah.
Yes, the great Duba was dancing with us, and she did the shout with us. Yes, our shout's better, by the way. Did you know the Buffalo Bills do a version of the shout, and it's awful. It's don't even watch it. Don't even Google it. It is an abomination to what we know as shout. So
is it the same song?
Yes, but it's a different version because our version comes from the movie Animal House, because Animal House was filmed at University of Oregon, because the coolest college movie, of course, was filmed at the coolest college ever. Fuck you all, everyone. But that's right. And so Dupa dancing there. What a fun song for a college. Yeah, it is, because it was filmed in a movie at the college about drinking and partying and having a great. It is just a good time. So when you get like 30,000 or 60,000, however many people in Austin, 60. Yeah, when you get that many people doing the same thing, it's like that moment and certain moments at like an Odessa show where I'm like, this is the moment where aliens should come and like see what we're about. It really is, because like collectively we usually suck in giant groups of people. I hate all groups of people, politically, religion, any kind of group of people fucking suck a dick. Then you get a group of people together that literally just look at the uniform and say, I went here, I experienced this, I'm going to support this. And we all just love each other, and we dance and shout. It's beautiful. That's why college football will forever be, for me, the greatest thing that America has ever produced. It's like jazz and college football, and that's pretty much it. Maybe some great writers, too. All right, let's get back to, thank you, Dupa, for dancing with us, and I hope everyone's having fun who's still here. Not a lot of us, but that makes it fun. It's our little quiet duck party, and let's get into the news. All right, so this is the new offensive coordinator, Drew Mehringer. A guy is getting a lot of buzz around town, but he's going to talk about working with Dan Lanning, which might be my dream job. I would love to work with a guy like Dan Lanning because I don't know what I can't even conceptually understand what that would be like to work with someone that motivated every day. It's just, I'm a self-motivated person.
Just the intensity, right?
Right. Well, I've never found that in someone else that I worked with or started business, my restaurants or whatever. It's always just like my band. It was always just kind of me and then a group of people that we could work with. But to have what Dan Lanning has and to have a leader like that, it would be an honor to work for a leader like that in anywhere. Just in any frame of life.
With Coach.
We have such shitty leaders that the bar is really low. And then when you see an actual leader, you're like, oh, that's what it looks like. Oh, okay, I forgot.
Planning since 2022. Having worked with a lot of coaches throughout your career, is there anyone that he reminds you of in the way that he leads or how he coaches?
That's a good question. I've been fortunate enough to work with a lot of great coaches in my life. Some that have made some very lasting impacts. I think as the head coach, it's very hard. You walk a very fine line of demanding, right, from not only the players and your staff, but also being approachable. And that's very hard. I think a very hard line for people to walk. And I think Dan does it almost effortlessly. And the same guy that will hold a staff meeting and hold all the staff, the coaches accountable, like this wasn't good enough at practice, we've got to be better, is the same guy that will crack a joke with you an hour later, right? And it's like, no, we just understand this is what we got to do to go win, right? It's not personal. And so for that, I'm unbelievably appreciative. You don't feel like you're walking on eggshells, but you do feel like that there's a very high standard for the way that he sees. The high standard thing, having someone expect a lot out of you and then just setting you loose. Just something so fucking that's always what I've been looking for. Just a mad leader that goes, I see your insanity, go. Not micromanage, not get halfway through it and then change their mind what they want. It would just be an honor to find someone like that. The organization and the expectations around here to win. So, of course, if you lose, it'd probably suck to be around Dan Lanning. It might be the worst job you could ever have if you have a 4-loss season. That dude does not seem to be a guy you want to be around when you know.
Don't even go.
It's
there,
unique, in my opinion, very unique, and I'm very thankful for it. I think everybody's obviously a little bit different. Coach Meyer ran his program. Coach Urban Meyer, national champion coach, and a guy that likes the young co-eds, from what I hear. That's why he's not coaching. Program differently. But he's a Duck fan, so I will defend him. Than Coach Lanning did, and obviously they've got different influences. Coach Herman ran his program differently. So they're all kind of unique in themselves. And I think that talking to Pete Carroll when I name dropper over was at Rutgers, he came and I think you have to be uniquely yourself. If you try to be somebody else as a head coach, I don't think it's going to work. I think you have to be yourself, and I think that Dan does that very, very well. So I think it's a mark of obviously confidence in your abilities, right? And it's also it makes the day-to-day for everybody else in the building a lot easier and a lot easier to grow. You just have one job, Drew, or one question for your job, Drew. You get another job, but you still have a championship game coming up. Are you going to give up on the team that you have the championship game in for your new job? Because that's what's happened in the past with us. A lady broke our heart like that, and so we're worried about the new lady doing the same thing. What's your alma mater? First, because I need it to be like Dan and be like a high school. We right? Don't want any alma maters anymore because they just run away. Will, I've been trying to tell you about this the whole time. Just we have tickets to the USC game. Mm-hmm. If we didn't,
it would be impossible to get them now. Not because they're sold out, because they are refusing to sell tickets to the Duck fans. I'm going to repeat that. USC Trojan ticket department is refusing to sell tickets to the Oregon Duck fans. Something that has never happened in the history of Oregon Duck. Oregon Duck has general tickets. Look at this. So this is, for those who didn't believe me, yes, USC is not allowing fans to buy only Oregon tickets. So Duck fans. Why, like, if you're a USC fan, then you're fine with buying like a pack of 2 or a pack of 3 games. But if you're a Duck fan, you're not going to buy Illinois and USC too, because you're going down for the Duck game. There's always single tickets available for the opposing fans. Well, not USC. So let's look what they offer here. So there it is, September 12th, and the next game, what is that? I can't read the fucking
October 3rd.
October 3rd. Well, isn't there a home game at USC in between those games? Oh, where's the Oregon game? Oh, look to the right. The Oregon +2 plan. What? So in order to buy a game for Oregon, you have to buy a game Maryland, Washington, the Ragin' Cajuns, San Diego State, or whoever the fuck, Montana State. I don't know who the fuck that is. The point is, they are forcing Oregon people.
State.
They're forcing Oregon people to buy tickets for 3 games, thus making it $1,000 as opposed to $300. Thus pricing Oregon fans, like trying to price them out of the game, Have you ever seen such a bitch cowardly move by a bunch of cucked motherfuckers in your entire life? That's my question.
I mean, it's up there. I mean, I could see Washington doing something like that.
Would we ever do that? We don't do that, right?
No.
We don't.
No.
Yeah, come to Eugene. Like we need the people,
Yeah.
That makes no sense to me. Fucking pussies. And look, you can buy all those different club tiers, but you can't just buy one Duck ticket. They don't do that, by the way, with any other team they face. You can buy Ohio State. You can buy any other tickets to their away games and home games as a single ticket, except the Oregon Ducks. These cunts. All right, we got our list of top 100 Ducks in college football that came out yesterday. And here it is. Number 82, Decorian Moore, which is really low for him. But Coy Parrish, number 78. Tatum Tuioti, number 76. Jamari Johnson, 71. Poncho, 48. Brandon Finney, 24. Mari Washington, 60. Dante Moore, 11. Dante is way low, and Amari is way low to me. But that's all of college football, so there are some freaks out there. But that is where the Ducks rank in the top 100. Also, where the fuck is Mateo?
Yeah.
Huh? I think Mateo should be on that list. Led the Big Ten in sacks. Come on. And always remember, Will, this is very important for all Ducks fans to remember that, Washington's still out here. And it's been 999 days since the last time Washington beat Oregon in football. So I just want everyone to remember that now that's over 1,000 days. Yeah, so just everyone remember. But their media team, hey, they look at that and they're like, you know what? We still gotta be Washington. We still gotta put a team out here. We gotta put those ugly Adidas purple uniforms on, and we gotta be Washington. And let's put out some Washington hype videos. And it is the gayest thing I've ever, not literally, or not figuratively, the gayest thing I've ever seen. Literally, maybe the gayest thing I've ever seen. What do you guys think? So this is from the Washington Husky media team. They put it dubs down for some reason. I don't know why. It's a cell phone right there. And they're introducing a new custom to their games. Well, so they've seen things like Shout, and they've seen things, take over college football. And they're like, you know what? Instead of happening organically, like all these things, let's force it. Let's make a video with a bunch of people and make it the gayest thing ever. And here we go.
Where my dogs at?
We are talking. I mean, they even got the flag. Like, what are they doing? Washington, what are we doing?
We are talking about anal douching.
Hello, dog fans.
Why would you be talking about anal douching in a promotion? What is wrong with you?
Say who? Signaling to the other team that this is our field. Say who? Say what? I
Is that
don't
Romeo
do it.
Cromell?
I think so. So the thing is, say who? Say what? Why are my teeth?
We feed off your energy. I need you to do your part. So let's get on.
When I got inside his apartment and I hugged him,
I just felt that, I always tell them I felt like I was home.
Say who?
Why is that in there?
Say what? Say who? Say what?
No one's going to do that.
Say who? Say what? Say who?
It's so funny because when they're down 50-0, it's like, say what? Say what? His cell phone.
Say dogs ain't babble.
I can now comfortably say my dad was my first blowjob.
All right. Washington, what are you doing?
Say what? Say who? Say dogs ain't babble. Say who? Say what? Say who? Say dogs ain't babble. Say who? Say what? Say who? Say dogs ain't babble.
It's gay.
It's gay. It's gay. Oh.
Jake Locker looking old.
Why would you release that, Washington? Oh my God. Dubs down. You weirdos. You fucking weirdos. Why would you, I mean, I know, listen, the Pacific Northwest is, we're liberal up there, but you got to shove it in people's face like that? I mean, come on. Next thing we'll know, Washington will be changing the sex of the children at their games for free. It's called the Husky Switch.
No, damn.
Bring your daughter in and she'll leave a boy here at Washington Husky Stadium. God bless Huskies. Keep doing your Jedfish shit, and I will keep shitting on you motherfuckers. Oh, man. All right. Speaking of shitting on people, we're fine to the end of the show, Will, and we have come to the part where it's not big right now, but over the next multiple weeks, we're going to be following a man named OWEN and Dim Boys. Now, these guys are guys on Twitter that like to go back and forth with other college Twitterati's, and we got the best on the planet because we got OWEN and Dim Boys. So this is just a little hint of what we are going to experience this season on Twitter, and we're going to feature a lot of the trolling and the shit talking from Twitter because to me it's marvelous and it's a part of the fandom that I don't think it's explored enough. So here we go. It's OWEN and Dim Boys. So, it's like Oregon has this dark web kind of group, and I love them. And they're gonna hate me for acknowledging them, but I don't care. All right, so here we go. Oregon football is only 10 days away, baby. He's on straight up not having a good time. That is us, Will. It's time to get sad again. And then he goes, I miss weed. My anxiety is beating my ass. And so he is a man that has suffered long hands of the Ducks. So, and we got the Doog father coming in. He is a big Washington fan. He goes, God, I love these movies about something. And then no one comes in. That's nice. Get in the goddamn house. That's right. We push Washington in a locker whenever we can. This is what OWEN and Dim Boys do on the Twitters. And then we got this man right here. This diseased man of an offensive coordinator. Oh, you sicken me. And we got here a little news blurb from Coin News. Oregon is one of the least hardest working states in the U.S., reports find. Oh, no. Well, what does OWEN have to say about that? I'm sure OWEN has thoughts. Oh, yes. He says, this won't get enough likes. That's right, because we all know that motherfucker didn't do any work. So good one, Homer there. And OWEN pushing him over. We got a Notre Dame bitch here with, you're not a Blue Bloods, and you've never been and never will be. We not only hosted the first ever college football playoff, we were held out. We've also made it further than you, and we'll ever make it likely to win 2 more before you win your first. No one comes in with, no, we're definitely Blue Bloods, and LMAO, what happened last year? Did you forget how to play football or something? Hey-o, did you forget how to play? You dumb fuck. See, that's how OWEN is. He comes in with the facts, and then boys sometimes
What
are
does he
hurting.
mean by that? They didn't host the CFP, the first CFP playoff.
They're idiots. Well,
okay. Well, obviously, yeah.
Yes. So here he is again, getting hope because the football season has started, and he says, "Please stop" to the camp starting, because he's a man who's been in pain. I'm not mentally prepared for the hurt that is coming, and it's coming for all of us. 140 teams can only be one winner. It's usually not us. Damn it. Oregon fans from a Sam fan are the ones who act like they are the national championship. He comes in with your grammar good as hell, boy. That's what OWEN does. OWEN and Dim Boys. That's a like, wait until we get into conference play USC game, and oh my God, it will be fun. And I'll bring the best to you from OWEN and Dim Boys. You need a good troll army with your football, or you ain't even playing football. You know what I'm saying? All right, Will, we did it. We made it through the entire Duck Says Sco. All right, so Donna McGee, night. Oh, I got to go through these chats here and we'll get out of here. A Sleeping Beauty needs her slumber. You don't need it. You could stay awake forever and that beauty will never fade. But good night, Donna. Dupa Dupa, night. Valoria, is that how you say this name? Valuria. 7. No, I just looked and there are tickets for sale in Duck Seeks, but they are $150 and up. Really? All right. Well, they lied to us on Twitter. That happens sometimes. Valoria. Oh, no single ticks. Nope. Only 2 tickets. See? Motherfuckers. All right. Hack Ride Spirit is here for the Washington promo. Yes. Yes, they were very. Wait a sec. Did you go Hack Ride? But yes, they were very. What did we used to call that back in our day? Free spirited. We didn't just straight up call them queers. We had names for them back then. Back in our days. Although we did smear them in our games, which was fun for everyone, the whole family. Go out and check out Smear the Queer. It was a fun game. Anyway, Will, do you have any plugs?
I do not, no.
No, you're going to have to work on that, Will. I do like an hour of them before the game. So give it up for the Happy Ending crew. We love our mods here. Of course, Dupa Delta, Andrea, and Bacon. Thank you so much if you're sticking around. I do see Dupa in there, so thank you so much. And if you liked what you heard, go to tiphackride.com.
Tiphackride.com.
Isn't that easy, Will? All you got to do is type in tiphackride.com and you can give me money. Which then, in terms, if they do it within the hours of this show, gives you money. What a deal.
Only in America.
Yes, tell your family. And to all the super chatters.
On the next show that I'm currently on, the hosts of this show are crazy thankful at the very generous super chat that was just given. You really are the best.
You are the best. Thank you guys so much. Miss Arrested Development. My God. You a fan of Arrested Development, Will? That show is amazing. Yeah, so thank you so much. And then go to Hackride. Oh, sorry, I already did that one. HackRideStudios.com to watch all the shows. We do have some Stern stuff coming up, Unboxing Eric, and the finale of Unboxing Riley, which will be awesome. I do have some Unboxing Cranky calls that are released on a members only, so check those out. They're just prank phony phone calls I laugh at. I have a show called Why It Hits. It's a music show. I show you new music. It's fun. Well, you'd like that. And then, of course, the great Duck Says Sco, which will be here next week at the same time, Thursday night, previewing Boise State. Any final thoughts before we get together next week? Anything anyone should be looking for in the news? Anything you want to tell us, Will, about life, wisdom?
No, I mean, can we just get to Saturday? I mean, that's what I'm waiting for.
We need it. It is lifeblood for a lot of Americans. It's back, and I'm here for it. Thank you guys for being with us. For Big Willie Style, I'm Casey Day saying, Sco!
Let's go Ducks, baby.
And the Oregon to win championship.
The freshman is wrestled down.
Are you not entertained? Today, we talk with our passion.